Have you ever heard of a battle where a single celestial being defeated 185,000 soldiers in one night? That's right, it's not a myth or a legend, but an astonishing fact recorded in the Bible. How could something like this happen? And what led to such a powerful divine intervention? In today's video, we're going to unravel this mystery and reveal shocking details about one of the most extraordinary events in biblical history. Stay until the end and discover the stunning details of this biblical revelation. Imagine yourself in ancient Jerusalem, a city surrounded by walls, living under the constant threat of invasion. The year is approximately 701 BC, and the mighty Assyrian army, led by King Sennacherib, is at your doorstep. With 185,000 soldiers ready to attack, the feeling of despair and fear is palpable. The city, once secure, is now on the brink of annihilation. King Hezekiah, ruler of Judah, faces one of the most critical moments of his reign. Hezekiah was a king known for his devotion to God and his religious reforms, which included removing pagan altars and centralizing worship in the Temple of Jerusalem. However, in the face of the vast Assyrian army, his faith and leadership would be tested to the extreme. News of the approaching Assyrians spread rapidly, causing panic among the inhabitants. Amidst this chaos, Hezekiah made a crucial decision: to seek divine guidance. The prophet Isaiah, one of the king's closest advisors, was called to help. Isaiah was known for his prophecies and his strong connection with God. In 2 Kings 19, verses 6 and 7, Isaiah brings a message of hope. This is what the Lord says: "Do not be afraid of what you have heard, those words with which the servants of the king of Assyria have blasphemed me. Listen, when he hears a certain report, I will make him want to return to his own country, and there I will have him cut down with the sword." However, this prophecy did not completely calm the people's nerves. The people of Jerusalem were surrounded by a massive army, and the promise of divine intervention seemed distant in the face of the tangible threat. Provisions were running out, morale was low, and the pressure to surrender was mounting. Yet Hezekiah maintained his faith, seeking refuge in prayer and Isaiah's guidance. The scenario could not have been more tense. The Assyrian siege was known for its brutality and efficiency. They had already devastated several cities and nations, and Jerusalem seemed to be the next victim. Sennacherib, confident in his military superiority, sent messengers to mock the faith of Hezekiah and the people of Judah, challenging them to trust in God to save them. The psychological pressure increased day by day. Amidst this grim scenario, the tension reached its peak. The city was at its breaking point, with everyone anxiously awaiting either a miracle or imminent destruction. What was at stake was not just the survival of Jerusalem, but also the faith of a people and the promise of divine protection. It was at this critical moment that divine intervention manifested in a powerful and unexpected way, changing the course of history forever. On that fateful night, a supernatural event altered the destiny of Jerusalem. According to 2 Kings 19:35, that night the angel of the Lord went out and struck down 185,000 in the Assyrian camp. When the people got up the next morning, there were all the dead bodies. The divine intervention was swift and devastating, eliminating a threat that seemed invincible to human eyes. The power of a single angel sent by God was enough to decimate the Assyrian army, demonstrating a force beyond human comprehension and a direct response to the fervent prayers of Hezekiah and the people of Jerusalem. The details of this nighttime attack are shrouded in mystery and miracles. There is no description of battles or resistance. The angel's action was silent and effective. When the Assyrian soldiers woke up the next morning, they found themselves surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. The scene was one of total desolation, a battlefield transformed into a cemetery in a few hours. This extraordinary event not only saved Jerusalem from imminent destruction, but also served as a powerful testimony to God's power and divine protection over those who trust in Him. The repercussions of this intervention were immediate and far-reaching. Sennacherib, the arrogant Assyrian king, was forced to retreat to his homeland, humiliated and defeated. The news of the Assyrian defeat spread quickly, strengthening the faith of the people of Judah and inspiring others to believe in God's protective power. The divine victory against such a powerful enemy was a crucial moment in Jerusalem's history, reinforcing the idea that even in the most desperate circumstances, divine intervention can bring salvation and renewal. This event is remembered to this day as a testimony to God's power and the importance of faith in times of crisis. To better understand the magnitude of the divine intervention described in 2 Kings 19:35, it's important to examine other biblical passages that highlight the power of angels and divine protection. In Exodus 12, verse 23, we see a clear example of celestial power when the angel of the Lord passed through Egypt and struck down all the firstborn in the houses that did not have the blood of the Lamb on the doors. This passage emphasizes not only the destructive capability of angels, but also the precision and selectivity with which they carry out divine orders. The angel of the Lord acted according to God's command, sparing the Israelites and punishing the Egyptians, showing that divine intervention can be both a form of protection and punishment. Another significant example is in Psalms 34 verse 7, which states, "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them." This verse reinforces the idea that angels are not just beings of destruction, but also guardians and protectors of the faithful. The constant presence of the angel of the Lord around those who fear God serves as a guarantee of safety and a reminder of divine care. This protection is not only physical, but also spiritual, offering comfort and peace in times of trouble. The story of the defeat of the 185,000 Assyrian soldiers exemplifies this protection on an epic level, where the city of Jerusalem was saved by a direct and powerful intervention. Finally, in Daniel 6:22, we find another remarkable example of angelic intervention. Daniel, thrown into the lion's den for his unwavering faith in God, witnesses the presence of an angel who shuts the mouths of the lions, protecting him from being devoured. Daniel reports to the king, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me." This passage illustrates the ability of angels to intervene directly in the most dangerous situations to protect God's servants. Just as in the case of Hezekiah and Jerusalem, Daniel's story shows that divine intervention through angels can drastically alter the course of events, turning moments of apparent defeat into miraculous victories. The story of the defeat of the 185,000 Assyrian soldiers by a single angel leads us to reflect on the power of faith and divine intervention. This event is a testament to the supreme power of God and teaches the importance of maintaining faith in desperate situations. Hezekiah and the people of Jerusalem, surrounded by a relentless enemy, sought refuge in God, which not only saved the city, but also strengthened the faith of an entire nation, showing that trusting in God can lead to miraculous results. The impact of this intervention extended beyond Jerusalem, serving as a testimony to God's power for other nations and strengthening Hezekiah's position as a devout leader. This story reminds us that regardless of the circumstances, faith in God can transform hopeless situations into glorious victories, inviting us to trust in God even in the most difficult times. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other impressive biblical historical facts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave in the comments which biblical story you would like to see in the next video. Until next time, and remember, faith can move mountains.